Hello everyone. So someone asked me one day, just out of the blue, how do you take your life? Is it in steps? Does it vary according to your instances you have suffered, or does it vary according to your innovation of varied techniques of education, of the change and drifts of careers? And I was dumbstruck. Standing there dumbstruck, I had no clue what to say and how to reply to that. So I just came back home and I realized, being here, I have faced a lot which has made me what I am. But things demand change. Our education system demands a change. Everything we have been studying for a long time needs a drastic improvement, needs an innovation in a way which has never been done before. So coming back to the point, inspiration and innovation are the two techniques which you need to follow in the modern world as in 2017. Why I'm telling you this is because failure comes with innovation. The term avoidance is related to failure. Avoid an excuse, avoid to die, avoid to follow are the things we do in the modern world today. As you teenagers follow, you have a tendency of ignoring the subtle facts and moving on with the bigger picture. We as entrepreneurs try and make you understand, we as philanthropists try and make you understand how this system should run, how this system should actually be put forward in front of you, not through books anymore, not the deep knowledge of what you're given of sine theta and cos theta everywhere. I'll start with my example. I was 14 when I realized I love math. Life was all full of numbers and colors. Always I expected things to turn out in a way which didn't. So I did the biggest mistake of my life. I took science. When I took science, I realized science was not discovery, which it should have been. I was just mugging up formulas and equations and derivations. I was just trying to prove what LHS equals to RHS. I was just trying to prove how E equals to MC square. What I actually wanted to learn, why Einstein took 28 years to make sure that E equals to MC square. What I wanted to know, who was Thomas Alva Edison? Who was that guy? What was his history? Where did he come from? How did he grow up? What kind of situations he faced? Why I'm telling you this is because we are from a land of Bollywood. We love our heroes. Why? Because we know their struggle story. If we don't know someone's struggle story, we are not inspired. If I am not inspired with someone, it happens with everyone. If I'm not inspired with someone, why would I follow someone? That's the basic ideology we have right now and that time as well when I graduated. It was completely irrelevant. Physics was making no sense. I just wanted to know the history behind the person who tried to make sense to physics. But I was not given any. I'm not another speaker trying to blame the education system. I'm here to give you possible solutions. I'm here to tell you that you as the teenage generation needs to decide what needs to be taken care of. I presume you would love to see a world where everything runs at your fingertips. So let's assume there's a hydrogen bomb which has gone through and you had the opportunity to leave this planet. So would you like to eat canned food which we had developed for you, or would you like organic food to be grown on the satellite? Probably the second option, you would like fresh food. What if we didn't innovate that? We just gave you the canned food for the next 600 light years you're going to survive. What are you going to teach your kids? Because you are not going to reach, your next generation to next generation is going to reach there. So that is what technology means. That is what science has to do to you. That is the basic definition. You need to survive with technology. That is what technology relives when an innovator thinks. When an innovator thinks in a manner, when science has to deal with varied conspiracies, a discovery happens. A discovery happens because someone was creative. Someone was creative because he failed. He failed because he didn't avoid any circumstances. He took care of everything possible. There's everywhere, even if you are a scientist, the probability of you succeeding is 1 out of 100. Yes, that's the truth. It's 1 out of 100. Then why do you need to be scientists? Why do you need to be creative people if your success rate is so low? Why do you need an education which does not provide you the entire formula of living your life? Nobody has the answer to that. We live in a country where we are taught stuff which has been registered 20 years later or 20 years before. There's nothing like the present scenario which has been conducted, which has been put forward in front of people. Nothing. We do not have any idea of what's going on in the world. We are so busy with our social media. We just scroll down with our social media pages, be happy and sleep about it. We do not care to read about anything happening in the world. We just see what is being shown in every night by various channels. That also in social media. The paper media is going out. Why? Because you are opting for it. You are the young generation. You are the teenagers. We as adults want you to fail. There's a reason for that. We want you to fail because we want you to see the bigger picture. If you do not fail in life at least once, that doesn't mean you go and fail, but if you do not fail once in your life, you would not realize what your essence actually is in. If you do not put in your 100% in one subject and fail, you wouldn't realize what mistake you made and how creatively you could have done it better. That makes more sense. Why? I'll tell you. We, as 30-year-olds, want the 15-year-olds to curse the education system. Why? Because cursing doesn't mean negativity. There's a constructive criticism. Because if you constructively criticize what has been put forward in front of you, it has to be changed, and it will be changed. It will be changed in a manner which suits you creatively. If creativity has been defined to you in a manner which makes you laugh, which makes you think, which makes you innovate, which makes you improvise, that is the best possible solution for your life. Because we don't want you to lead a path of a druggie. We don't want you to join a radical group and call up home that you're not coming back. We are scared. We are scared seeing you grow. We are literally scared seeing you grow, seeing the education system reading and crying and taking up the options of suicide. Because we want a better future for us while creating a better future for you. Selfish of us, ain't it? Yes, why shouldn't we be? If I'm 30-year-old, I want to see a metro. I want to see anything which I have not seen in the next 30 years. So who will I go to? I won't go to the people. I'll go to the kids. That you need to do this. You need to innovate. You need to learn, but in a different manner. How? There's always a technique to that. Probable solutions are there. The first one I'm going to talk about is research and analysis. I'll tell you about Nikola Tesla. Nikola Tesla was a scientist who was associated with Swami Vivekananda, who had the knowledge to Vedanta, which was related to Upanishads. If I tell you Nikola Tesla's findings and research were based on Indian Upanishads and Vedic Indian science, you'd be surprised. Why? I'll tell you. Because nobody has taught you that. Nobody has told you what Nikola Tesla has actually discovered, how his research was burned down. Because you don't read conspiracy theories. Because you are not aware of what is actually happening in the world. You are just seeing what is being shown to you. Media always shows what is beneficial for them, for their TRP. You need to dig in for the actual information. We are not taught how Vijayanagara Empire gave us our culture. We are taught how East India Company and Mughal Empire ruined our culture. We don't dig deep, and the problem with the education system is they do not want to research themselves because they do not want to change. Probably they're lazy, because that's the only solution we come up. Everywhere in the nation, there has been a drastic change in the system while trying to innovate for you guys, for the youth. Everything is being done for the youth for a reason. Because you are the future. You are the people who need to demonstrate a discovery which has not been done before. We do not want you to prevent something from dying. We want you to create something new which is beneficial, non-pollution. We do not want any pollution. We do not want any kind of disturbances. We do not want to create any kind of nuisance. We do not want to create any kind of radicalism. And that is for a reason. That is for your secured future. If you study about Vasco de Gama, everybody knows he came to Goa in 1498. Nobody knows what problems he faced, what ethnic issues he has. Everybody knows that he imposed democracy in India, but how? Nobody knows what was the issues in India before 1498. Nobody wants to research that because he's not interested. I'll tell you about a cricketer, you'll go and watch a video on YouTube, you'll do it. But you won't study about scientists. I'll tell you to name 20 scientists of the past, you won't be able to do it right now. But if I tell you to name 20 artists or 20 movie stars, you'll do it straight away. That is because that is how you are. So that is how the system is trying to portray knowledge in front of you. We are building apps for you people. And that is for a reason, because we know your social indulgence. Your social indulgence is one thing we are aware of very smoothly and appropriately. But we are afraid that you might fall in the wrong hands. We are afraid you might download a suicidal game and jump out of a building. We are afraid that you might follow someone that inspires you to be uninspirational or do something which should not be done. That is why you have boundaries. That is why you need to understand what the people above you are trying to make you. We understand failure better than you. Always, always. Because we have that experience. So listen to us. Be patient in front of us. We might not be the best person to talk to, but we are the best you have. We are the best you have. We always have been. Because we can be trusted. You can't trust a person outside your house, but you can trust a person inside your house. You can trust your parents. You can trust your friends. Go to your friends, go to your parents, talk about what your issues are, how it can be improvised, how it can be changed, how you can switch from one profile to another profile, how a vertical can be changed, how your language progression can be changed, how your thinking can be changed, how your career can be switched from one mode to another without wasting time. If you know that you're wasting time onto something which won't be beneficial for you in a future, don't do it. That's the simple and basic funda of it. If you know that everything that has been put forward in front of you is a hoax, it doesn't matter, because you have to research and you're not doing it. That's our problem. That is why we get angry. That is why we want you to make sure you are following the right path. And sometimes we fail. Sometimes we fail. And you should be proud of it, that we are trying the best for you, that we are trying to put you in a situation where you can think about yourself. We're not trying to drag you out of a situation, we are trying to push you towards failure. We are trying to push your limits. That is what we are doing in this era. In 2017, the most important thing we have been trying is developing an app-based education. And that has been successfully implemented, and it will be in the coming future. Why? Again, social indulgence. That is the reason, because you have your phones with you all the time. You do not need a newspaper, you do not need anything. We are organizing guest lectures, TED lectures, we are organizing people, we are taking you to places where you get inspired and get knowledge from. Everything in this generation has been made feasible for you. The only thing you need is time, trust, and passion, which you don't have. The youth of the nation needs to realize that there is a part where there is winning, which is an ability, and there's a part where there's your capacity and capability. Ability is a measure which defines your measure. Ability defines winning. Your capability defines your knowledge. If you're capable enough, you'll go further beyond. That is what that matters. That is what is being researched for. That is what is being aimed for. And we expect the same from you. Always. If you are not aimed, if you are not progressed, if you are not told that you need to progress your education towards capability, not towards the first rank or winning from someone in a sport or anything. Education and grudge are two different things. Even in sports, you see a lot of people abusing each other. They do it for winning, they don't do it for capability. It's a lot different. First thing you need to aim for in your life when you're 15 to 18 is towards building a character. Your communication skills, your soft skills, that are the most important thing for yourself. If you can't present yourself in front of someone, you're half dead. Because some people don't get two chances. So you have to be bang on always. You need to realize what are your preferences. What do you need to do? And you need to follow that. If someone tells you that this is not suitable for you and you know this is going good and this is going to be good in future and you have researched it thoroughly, doesn't matter who it is, you need to tell him to screw himself. That is what you need to learn. You need to decide on the spot what is good for you. You can't compromise your future on someone's decisions. Because if you ask me, what is the right time to start something? It's now. Not tomorrow, not the day after, not the day before. It's now, right now. If you want to start something, do it now. If I wouldn't have gone to Keynes and jumped out of an airplane, I wouldn't have been standing here in front of you. That was the moment I took a decision. That is how you progress. Decisions are momentary, but failures permanent. Confused? Should be. Failures are permanent because if you do not fail, how will you learn? You fail every day. You just have to make sure you do not repeat the same mistake again. It's not like you're going to win every day. Every day is going to be a good day or a bad day. It doesn't matter how the day is passing. You just have to do your freaking job. That is all. You just have to do what you're here for. You are a born human. I'll tell you the ratio of being a human is 400 trillion to 1 in species. 400 trillion to 1. You should be literally affectionate towards your lives, towards your parents, towards everyone whom you're concerned to. Imagine 400 trillion to 1 and you have got the chance of being human and we are wasting it on everything. We're just ruining our lives, putting forward everything, ruining, cursing everyone, having grudges with people. One thing you need to know is you learn while you travel and while you read. Every religion, every culture teaches you that. Every culture teaches you that in one way or the other. If our gods wouldn't have traveled, they wouldn't have been our gods. They wouldn't have gained their knowledge. That is why you worship them, because they have the knowledge. They know everything. They can help you out in every possible way they can. We as 30-year-olds, we as your adults, trying to be, we want the 15 to 18, we want the 14 to 17 to try and understand this basic simple funda. That you are here to generate knowledge, not generate income. If you generate income, you won't generate knowledge. Knowledge stops when money starts flowing in because you're satisfied. Don't be satisfied. Don't be ability preferential. Be capable of gaining of what you get all the time. If you're capable of gaining, if you're capable of reading every night before you sleep instead of trolling your social media pages, there's no one better than you in the whole universe. Trust me on that. If you read one conspiracy theory a day, if you read about one character a day, if you read about one person a day, you can write, you can read, you can speak in front of anyone, in front of any crowd, in front of all the humans in this universe. That is what is needed to implement it. The blue sky thinking has evolved from that because you need to think differently. How creative can you be to propose the same idea in front of someone such that you get the job, such that you are capable enough to improvise the situation? How better you are, how creative. As in creative, I mean, let's assume you know a foreign language and the person next to you doesn't. It's beneficial. Let's assume you are a photographer, you're a cinematographer, you know how things operate, you know how, let's assume you know how to do business. You already had startup, you already have worked in a startup, you have organized events. That helps in your resume. I want you to be involved in places like that. Read, write a book. There are like 1 million publishing houses in India. Doesn't matter. Invest a small amount of money. Save. You can save 5,000 bucks very easily in a month. It's not a big deal. Getting published, it's not a big time job in these era. In 2017, you have around 5,000 publishing houses in India. Do something. Don't just sit idle. That is what the basic thing is all about. Your age is what you need to learn and to improvise. That is it, guys. It was me, Dinesh Chandwani. Thank you very much.